Good afternoon. This is Mike with the Wandering Minds. Welcome back, Marcus. It's been a while. It's been a long time. It's been 2 years, I think, because when I first started this podcast, is the last time you were on. Yeah, so what's new? What's new with you? I know that you're going through some injuries right now, or you just suffered an injury. You were going to go to the Oregon Strongman thing, right? Pull that a little closer, will you, to the mic just a little bit. Let me make sure I can hear you. I actually usually wear these so I can. Yeah, okay. You don't need to wear those if you don't want to.
I want to look cool, though.
Okay, yeah, well, wear them, because then you look cool.
Everybody on Joe Rogan always has headsets.
Right, yep.
Oh, much better, dude. I'm old.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. So, yeah, just life, being old, it sucks. You know,
Yeah,
just
I already
injuries
know.
adding up. I was at the World's Strongest Man in Sacramento.
Okay.
And, like, it's our size difference. I'm not sure if anybody knows, to people that know us, how much bigger I am than you. Mm-hmm. So I've been down there with a friend, and it was kind of in awe. Like, man, all these guys are monsters. You look tiny next to them. Right. I'm like, guys are 6'4", 380 pounds.
Yeah. Now, how tall are you? You're 6'1"?
5'11", 6
5'11". How much you weigh right now?
Now I'm about 280.
Okay.
So I was like, I know I'm getting to the end of my career. Mm-hmm. I know, like, Zadrunas, considered one of the best ever in strongman. Yeah. Brian Shaw, I'm not going to beat those guys. I never would.
Right, yeah.
My plan was, I make it to the World Finals. I'm just in the top 10. Mm-hmm. I can be chasing on Zadrunas' heels, but that's kind of like the mountaintop of what I'm going to be able to get to. Yeah. That's my goal. Make it to day 3, the finals of the Masters World Strongman. Excuse me. So I had a couple talks with people, and I was like, dude, why don't you go middleweight? They started doing a middleweight, back at 231, or lightweight technically for Masters. You're not big enough to go with these monsters. You're 6 foot on a good day. Yeah. Depending on the heavy squats, maybe I'm 5'11" when I leave. Right. But, yeah. So I was like, all right, I'll get on a diet and I'll get serious. And my strength was good. Like, for us lifters, I pulled, without a belt, just straps, RDLs with 545 for 10. Wow. Wasn't breathing hard, wasn't walking away with those deadlift cramps like, oh God, am I going to move? Is this how it all ends? Right. I felt good. So the qualifiers come up. And it was a 5-rep max deadlift, dead stop every rep, so no touch and go. Yeah. 3-rep, it was 5 on the deadlift, 5 on the log clean and press. So every rep clean and press. So not just press from the shoulders, but everyone from down and up. And then a farmer's carry max weight for 20 feet. So I'm feeling pretty good going in this. My ankle, it's a little touch and go. Some days are amazing, some days aren't. The movement part, it wasn't for time, so I felt really comfortable with, I could do 350, 400 a hand. Sure. The deadlift, I was jacked. I'm like, dude, I'm pulling 545 in a compromised position for reps easy. I'm like, I'm pulling 640-ish, 680 is what I'm figuring. And then you can wear a suit. And I'm like, oh, perfect. So the long and shortest, I think training alone, trying to get in a suit by myself, I had it off-centered a little bit, and it tweaked me. Because I pulled 550 for 5 in a suit, just trying to get used to it. Slowly add the suit in, tighten it up a little bit. And I just got a back injury, and I don't know what the crap happened. Oh, man. Just stupid things, but, I'd have a good day, so I'd push a hard workout, and it set me back, and then my qualifying numbers tied me for 12th in the world. Oh, wow. Jesus, so, 12th in the world. But, with the qualifiers, there's the guys that already had automatic invites, so, either way, it's just unfortunate, because, you got back from Vegas, man. You're pushing. Yeah. You were getting lean. When I saw you last, you were vascular. Your calves are vascular. Like, your face had vascularity. Yeah. Like, you're tightening everything up. Oh, it's like something stupid. You could have got hurt working, bend over to tie your shoes and throw your back out. And that has happened. But my weight was down. I was down to like 270. Wow. I was feeling good. I'm like, holy crap. Like, I'm feeling athletic again. Yeah. And, so I'm just taking a little bit of time. I'm being fat right now. Right. Just try not to eat too much, but, But you're bulking. Just getting back to, like 20% of workouts are amazing. Some days you walk away, you're like, dude, I'm the best. Right. Other days you walk away and you're like, it's checkers from now on. Like, why am I here? I'm an embarrassment to everybody. Right. 60% is just doing the work. Yeah. Showing up. Right. And right now I'm just trying to focus on that 60%. When I had a kind of a bad workout the other day, I'm like, whatever, right? Don't need to push through it. It hurts a little bit. Drop that weight down and just get moving, get back, start grooving that track again. Oh yeah, and just get things moving right. Right. Yeah. No, I get that because I came off of deload. Deload was last week,
and I just got back off a deload, and I went into the gym about twice. I try and go and get into the gym at least twice and do a full body just to stay active, right? Just with accessory stuff. So I come off a deload, excited about deload because it's squat week. So we do squats 1 week and then deadlifts the next week, right?
I do the
so
same thing,
and so, but I have bench every week. So squat, bench, heavy max effort squat, max effort bench on weekends, and then the next week it's deadlift with bench and blah blah blah. So
take that old age into account. You can't train at 20.
100%. Yeah. So I'm off of deload. I'm jazzed. I have a 10x3 squat at like 40 or something percent, light with chains.
Yeah. So speed work.
Speed work. Yeah. And of course on my last fucking rep, on my last fucking set, I pulled something in right here in my bicep. It wasn't a tear because it didn't create, there's no blood, nothing like that. But it was a pull. And I'm like, so I tried something because I wanted to, obviously I'm like, okay, fuck. Damn it. So I take the plates off and only one plate. So I do one squat and I'm like, fuck, I felt that. I feel it. So I can't. So my whole squat routine after that was nothing. I stopped and I haven't done anything since. So the leg feels a lot better, but it's like, it just happens, right? Everything was perfect. Nothing was wrong until the last fucking rep, the last fucking set. And then I felt it. And it's like,
God, your heel moved a little bit, or you
something,
put too much weight on your toe, like
right. Just any little thing that was off, it was off, right? And that's the thing with speed work is it's got to be perfect, right? With even if it's lighter weight, speed work, if anything's off, you're speeding through it so that it could fuck it up even worse. So, which was a total bummer, but upper day the next day was fine. So, you will see how it goes this weekend.
It's a killer because, I wish when I was a young man, because I think just genetically I'm predispositioned for strength sports.
Yeah.
But it's great to find out when I started lifting 9 years ago. But, all the years wrestling and stuff and dieting and suffering and, don't get me wrong, we'd beat the heck out of each other all day long. And it's like the best friends I ever had.
Right.
But I didn't have the patience and we didn't have YouTube and real information out there, like the powerlifting cults were like creepy clubs that nobody knew anything. I mean, we're the same age,
Yeah.
And, but, I'd lift for like 3 weeks. So I'm like, dude, I'm not stronger. This sucks. I'm done.
Yeah.
Because I'm waking up sore because, I'm not used to training. I'm like, dude, I can train all day wrestling and, kickboxing and whatnot. Doesn't bother me. But, I can see something there because I get to beat you up. So I see it, or you get to beat me up. So I know tomorrow I got to get you or do any shit. So you tap me. But you get something tangible to chew on every day. But lifting, you don't. It's, newbie gains, of course. But, outside of that, 6 months, it's like, man, you might really retest your max, legitimately go for something because you got a meet coming up, so you need to know where to reprogram for, or like a 2 or 3 rep max, depending on how you do things. But you can see it was 400, now it's 480. Holy hell.
Yeah.
Like all that work's paid off. You feel that big, but to a young guy that didn't have anybody to guide him.
Yeah.
And I look at these young kids now and I'm like, dude, you've got too much of what we didn't have because,
there is too much information out there at times, I feel. Because there's so many people that are just putting bullshit out there now, just to sell.
It's so hard. And I mean, this goes in everything in the world is, you'll see somebody put something out there. So, okay, cool. You start looking at it, you're like, okay, but are these numbers real? Oh, we got the fake plates.
Right.
What is it? Something Castleberry.
Brad.
Good looking dude, all jacked. Like
great fucking body, strong as hell. Now.
Yeah. But, you see him doing like, I think it was overhead with like 400.
Right. Yeah.
And people are like, no. And I'm like, dude, I just watched a video of Lucas Hatton, who got second at the strongest man on earth. He's doing 385 for 10 at a casual pace.
Right.
And it was like, man, is it really that hard to believe Castleberry was doing a double? Because Olympians have put up just shy of 600 on a clean and jerk.
Right.
But you see that as a young guy, you're like, oh my God, I got to do what he does.
Right.
But they don't take in, hey, dude, I've been lifting 10 years here. This is what gets you here. This is what I did when I was your age to get you here. But you don't have that. And then you've got all these random YouTubers or Instagram. It's like, this is the secret. And it's like, you've never competed.
Right.
And not even competed that you did well. You have to compete so you know what it is.
What to expect. Yeah.
So I can sit with you. I'm like, I'm not a great powerlifter. I did 2 powerlifted meets. One was like a backyard meet that just a bunch of drunk idiots, guys are drinking and hanging out. Kind of like the early CrossFit days.
Yeah.
I mean, how powerlifting is.
Yeah.
And then one legitimate meet. I set all the state records and I'm like, I'm good. 12 hours of this, 14 hours, this is a long day, and it's hard to get hyped 3 different times.
Yeah, right.
I was like, I can't do it, but I can coach people because I know the feelings.
Yeah.
And a lot of powerlifting bleeds into strongman versus the other way around.
Right, yeah.
And I just feel bad because it's like these kids get lost. It's like they have so much of what we didn't have at all, and there's not a happy medium.
Right, yeah. Well, I think you touched on it a lot. Is any type of fitness gains, strength gains, losing fat, gaining muscle, it's a long game.
Oh God.
It's never a fucking short game. I mean, you can lose water weight overnight, right? But that doesn't mean you're losing fat. So I think a lot of people
overnight. So.
Yeah. Well, and that's it. I mean, it's like a lot of people, I think, especially when they are compulsively checking the scale.
Yeah.
Right? They step on the scale once a day, twice a day, every day. It's like, stop fucking doing that, because the morning you're going to weigh different than in the midday versus the night. You're going to be bloated. You're going to be hot and heavy. You're going to be this. You're going to be that. You can have more water in your body. You could be on your period. There's so many variables that go into the weight on the scale. And it's like, I tell my wife all the time, stop fucking getting on the scale. That's not your friend. The scale is not your friend.
I tell people they're clothes.
Right.
I was like, it doesn't matter if it's just a bullheaded, stubborn guy that refuses to get old competitor like you and myself. Mm-hmm. If it's somebody like, I want to get in better shape because whatever, life, and
right.
Or if it's a young kid, I'm like, you want to get in shape, worry about your clothes.
Yeah.
I wear 3XL shirts and they're all hanging on me now.
Right.
I don't think I've lost much muscle because my strength is about 90% still.
Yeah.
Certain transitions with my back are really down, but the strength stays there. So you're keeping the muscle. You don't realize how much fat is making you big and whatever.
Yeah.
And depending on what you're doing, depending on powerlifting, anything, if you can get down to leverages still work for you, weight helps you on a deadlift.
Right.
Weight helps you on a squat too, because your legs get bigger.
Right.
You go down a little bit less.
Right.
Bench press gets you up there. So exercise helps. But use the mirror. Mm-hmm. Like, who cares what's on the scale? Because I've dieted my ass off. And I'm like, dude, I lost a pound this week. I lost a pound this week. And then it's 9 pounds the next week.
Right.
I was like, well, how can you even use that as a real metric tool?
Yeah.
I mean, we got the ultimate number I have to get to at D-Day.
Yeah.
But man, look in the mirror. It's like, man, I couldn't see any abs. Oh, I can see some separation up here. Oh, I can start seeing an outline here.
Yeah.
Hey, when I turn sideways, there's less hanging here.
Yeah.
Or if there is, I can pinch it, and now it's not pinching the inch, it's pinching skin from being fat. Those are the things I think, but that's not sexy.
No.
That's time. That's discipline.
Well, and people want to see the scale number go down. That's the thing.
And that's why I couldn't lift. It's like, man, I didn't see the numbers going up every week. Like,
right.
I'm too young to care.
Yeah.
But it's like, listen to these old guys. Like, there's a few people we know that have had problems making weight. Mm-hmm. And I was like, dude, making weight, I think, is easier than the competition. To me, because that's the fight.
Yeah.
Making weight comes down to you and me. It's like, when it's my fighting, my wrestling backgrounds, I have an agreement. You and I are showing up at 200 pounds on Saturday night for a drunken mob in our underwear to get down and fight.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how I feel. If my training was good, I got in a fight with a girl, I broke up, I got cheated on, my best friend betrayed me. You and I have an agreement as men. We're going to compete. I have to make weight. That's my word.
Yeah.
Nobody said I'm going to feel good. I have a job to accomplish.
Yeah.
And I'm going to know way out. If I'm 3 weeks out and I've been sick, or these things happen, blown in your knee and you can't do cardio, I need to talk to a promoter when it's fight time, or maybe I have to go up to another division if I'm still going to lift.
Right.
But it's an agreement as a man. To me, that's a big deal. I can look in the eye. Nobody said I'm showing up feeling good.
Right.
That's why we're having a competition.
Right. Yeah.
Who can perform under bad days.
Who's better on the best and that day, right? Yeah. Well, I think it goes to show real lack of professionalism, and regardless of what it is if it's fighting, if it's lifting, if it's track, whatever. If you can't make weight, and okay, if I know in 6 months, which I am in 6 months, or in May, however many months away that is, going to compete at a different weight class. I have this much time to make weight, and if I don't make weight, what the fuck does that say about me? Lack of discipline, lack of fucking everything. It proves everything about the laziness in society in you right there. It's like, I hate the talkers, right? It's like, just shut up. Just shut up. Walk the walk.
Motivation.
Prove your point, right? Yeah, motivate. Anybody could talk good, right? Prove it. Prove it. Practice what you preach.
I've walked out of a Rocky movie and felt indestructible too.
Right? Yeah.
But we were all, you're back in the Karate Kid day when it came out.
Oh,
you
yeah.
saw a movie, you're like, dude, I'm busting out the crane kick. I'll be a ninja.
Right.
But it's like same thing. You could go to a meet and watch everybody smoke it and kill it, and you're like, dude, I'm ready to go.
Right.
What happens next weekend when you're tired, or your wife was sick, so you're up half the night.
Right. Yeah.
Or work kicked your ass. Mm-hmm. And like, hey, it's 6 a.m., baby. Time to get some food in because I train at 9.
Yeah.
Well, I'll meet the guys at 11.
Yeah.
No.
See, and
that's discipline.
It's absolute discipline. And I just had on Alex last week, and we were talking about, because I cold plunge. And I cold plunge every morning. and I think it's not that I do like the cold plunge, but I hate it. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Anybody that gets in 35 to 38 degree water first thing in the fucking morning outside. Mine's outside on my deck. So it's not inside. It's outside, exposed to whatever elements are out there.
Yeah, cold air and the cold water.
Yeah. Last year I had to chip ice.
I remember seeing some videos.
Yeah.
So my head.
The thing is if you can't have the mental strength or the discipline to do something as simple as that, what does the rest of your life look like? And that's why I do it. It reminds me every single day that discipline starts right here, right now.
Have you seen the video? There's a guy from the Naval Academy. I'm not sure if he's speaking to a bunch of SEALs at graduation or whatever the case is. He talks about life's based on victories.
Yeah.
First thing
making the bed, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
In his dress whites, he's like, make your bed.
Yeah.
No matter what goes on in the day, what's it going to take you? 2 minutes to make your bed?
Right.
But no matter what goes on in a day, an amazing day, a dog shit day, all those things that we all deal with, you just come home and you're like, dude, am I even going to make it to my bed? I'm just exhausted. The day sucks. For somebody that drinks, man, I shouldn't, but I want to.
Yeah.
Somebody that smokes, man, I'm going to smoke every. Like, we have those days. Me, it's like, hey, am I going to have some Ben and Jerry's?
Yeah.
Put it away.
Right.
But you come home and you have that nice bed that's clean. It's You don't have to fight with the blanket. It's something that's calming. Right. We've all walked into a hotel. The hotels we all know stink. But, man, having the bed made.
Right, yeah.
Those
clean
things.
Sheets, hopefully.
That's a different thing.
Yeah.
Don't use the comforter. But, you have that. And it was like, that's your first victory today.
Right, yeah.
At the end of the day, you have almost a little dessert or treat or something waiting for you. Your bed is there. It's made. The presentation of it's nice, depending on how you make your bed.
Yeah.
But people lose that.
You can really tell a person's level of success in life, right? And we all have struggles. We all have our things. We all have our vices, right? But you really can tell a person's level of success by how they betray their bodies. That right there is sign number one. Yeah. If they go back and forth to drugs and alcohol, heavyweight, can't lose weight, can't stay away from food, because the food, and I talk about this a lot on here, and it offends people, but it should, right? Because if you have this relationship with food that's more than just fueling the body, you have a fucking problem.
It's an addiction.
You have a fucking problem, right? Definitely. If you can't control that shit, you can't control anything else in your fucking life. If you can control what you put in your mouth, literally, that either fuels your system, fuels your machine, or turns you into a fat fucking slob, if you can control that, you can control any other fucking thing in life. Easy. Right? And that's and again, that's hard for a lot of people to grasp onto, because we all love food. I love donuts, right?
Oh, I know.
But as soon as I start cutting, they're fucking done. Yeah. I could stop smoking cigars right now for a fucking year and be done.
You did.
Or I can smoke a cigar and be fine with it, right? The one thing I won't pick back up is alcohol, because I know my system is allergic to alcohol. If you know you're allergic to peanuts, you're not going to fucking eat them, right? So why the fuck would you pick up a bottle if you know that shit's going to turn you into an alcoholic? Or if you can't control your emotions around food, your I guess intellectual emotions or whatever the fuck it is, you stop fucking doing it, right?
Well, people make excuses.
And again, I'm fat right now too. You're fat right now too. Well, but we're fat because it's time off.
It's time off competition being dialed in. Mm-hmm. Like I'm like literally, dude. These little protein drinks, by the way,
they're bomb.
Yeah, no sponsorship thing for you, but dude, these are pretty legit.
They're good.
I was telling you off air, man. I was like, I debated about getting them. Now I'm going back to Costco to get some.
Yeah,
these are legit.
Hell yeah.
But I think it's like we all have things that suck. The life sucks. You you love your wife, you've been together for, but you guys, there's been times you look at each other and you're like, I'm going to strangle him.
Right.
That's a relationship.
Yeah.
You make that choice. Everything is a choice. I don't think love is just an emotion because, man, I really do love great brisket. I'm not going to fight to the death for brisket. Right. But I've got people in my life that I care about deeply that I will fight to the death for.
Yeah.
You make that, it's a choice. You and your wife have that fight. Do I go drink?
Right.
Honestly, that I can't do.
Because there's always an excuse. Yeah.
Do I go smoke? Man, that's not going to do me any good anyway.
Right.
And I'm not talking about just smoking a cigar, but maybe
I know
it
what
is.
you're saying. Yeah,
Go, Oregon, everybody loves their Mary Jane.
Yep.
We go down. It's like, all right, man, you know what? I'm just going to have some ice cream. I'm going to chill. Is it the lesser of evil? So you got good, the better, and best scenario.
Yeah.
But society doesn't care anymore. Like you can be fat, and there's a line in a song I heard recently. It was how obesity and whatnot's accepted. It's like, a line, what is it you can do that I can't do? I don't know. I can do jumping jacks, run a mile, and live past 42.
Right. Sad but true in a lot of cases.
When your heart's the size of a canned ham.
Yeah.
When you can't touch your toes. Have you seen the video of the lady on a hill? She has a stroller and she's messing with her car, and the stroller starts going down the hill into traffic.
What a fucking despicable human being.
Into crazy traffic. Cars going left and right like a big lane road.
And she falls a dozen times and can't fucking get up because she's so out of shape.
So let's rewind this 100 years ago, right? 1925. Before World War II, it's going through the Great Depression. If a man couldn't take care of his family, they died. Mm-hmm. Of course, we advance the society and technology and all these things, but if you can't take care of your family, that happens, could happen to anybody. Just things happen. The brake didn't work.
Yep.
But you can't run and you try and you fall over and you're physically unable.
Yeah.
Don't you think the thing that got you there is a bad addiction?
Right.
I'm barring, we know the outliers. You could have a broken leg. Of course, that's not, they're probably going to be doing different things differently.
Right.
But physically, no major ailments other than what you've been putting in your face.
Yeah.
When you have to have seatbelt extenders.
Yeah.
When you're going to stores that are made for just big people. We're not talking big in my mind, somebody 7'2".
Yeah. Well, and let's preface, because you're a big dude that's very athletic. I know a lot of big dudes, heavy, overweight dudes, right? You would look at them and say, man, that's a fat dude, right? And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. They appear that way. Strong as fuck, fast as fuck, can flip fucking do twirl flips, right? I'm not saying that people can't be athletic and fit like that, but it's the people that don't do anything at all but sit around and 100%. Fucking, that's the problem. Because, and it's not, I don't look at them as like, you're not human. I look at you and say, I love you, fix your fucking self, right? I don't want you to die. I don't want you to live this life that you can't appreciate.
But you've got daughters, you've got your wife. You've had to look at them before and be like, what you're doing is wrong. Mm-hmm. It's not out of disdain, hatred, ridicule.
That's what I'm talking about, 100%.
It's out of love.
Yeah.
Tim Kennedy said something once about love isn't just telling, maybe it wasn't Tim Kennedy, I don't want to quote him, but it's not just telling you what you want to hear. It's telling you the truth.
Telling you what you need to hear.
The honest truth. It's like, hey, you're fucking up right now, brother.
Right.
This is what you need to do.
Like, if I started drinking, I would expect my people to know that's a fucking problem. Something's fucking wrong. So if I started to drink and somebody didn't kick my fucking ass for it, then you're not my people. You're not my fucking friend, because you don't want me to succeed. Because knowing that I were to even think about picking up a bottle of alcohol, something's wrong.
Yeah. What fell out?
Something's wrong. Yeah. And it's going to snowball rapidly. That's the thing, is everybody can make an excuse to justify failure. Right? Everybody, this whole world is full of people that make excuses to justify failure. And failure, you're not failing me. You're failing yourself, right? When it comes down to it.
You're failing your family too.
Well, that's it. That's it. It snowballs from that point on. You start failing yourself, everybody around you is going to feel the repercussions from that.
I mean, just workout wise, you're a leader at the gym. People look to you. They look for your guidance. You may not be the guy.
Right, you're definitely not the guy, yeah.
But you're a leader there. You're always supportive of everybody.
Yeah.
You come in, you work hard. You're not drama and bullshit. You're there to encourage people. You're always there to help people.
Yeah.
That's a leader.
Right.
People can come up to you and like, hey, dude, I'm struggling. What do I do? When I was there, you're like, hey, people would say things about me. You're like, no, Marcus is a nice guy. He just here to train.
Right.
People are like, oh my God, that guy is nice.
Right.
I'm angry at the weights.
Yeah.
I'm not looking at anybody. Like, I got my headphones on, whatever I'm listening to. It could be death metal or country, depending on the day.
Yep.
But I'm there for a job. It's like, you're a leader. if you're slipping, then how many people are you bringing down with you?
Right. Yeah.
Because even if they're not saying anything to you, just watching, you know, when I say old guy, because we're not 20-something, 30-somethings anymore.
Right.
But the old guy gets up and trains. The old guy's hitting a cold plunge. The old guy works. The old guy's taking care of his family. The old guy's getting ready to compete.
Yep.
If his old ass can do it,
right?
Why can't I?
Yeah.
Oh man, he's failing and he's good at everything. He can do all the stuff, and now they see you slipping.
Right.
Somebody with some hope, just trying to learn, trying to get their feet out there and struggle because maybe they didn't have any good example.
Yeah.
Then what?
Right.
Now their idol's falling.
Yeah.
They might not tell you that, but
no, I totally get that, and that's one reason because I do think that I'm almost 50, right? I'll literally be 50 in March.
Yeah, you got 1 year on me.
That's way the fuck older than you. Look at this shit.
So I got more gray hair, dude.
But you do, yeah. It's silver. It's silver.
I got like 2 colors.
But the thing with the age, right, is I think that lifting weights is the fountain of youth. I believe that lifting weights, eating properly, eating a lot of red meat, eating a lot of eggs. I eat over 200 grams of protein a day. I need to because I'm getting older. I need to maintain and grow muscle. I need an excessive amount of protein.
Mass, yeah.
Yep. So I think just like you said, even if people aren't necessarily looking up to me, they're noticing. They see my hard work, and they're seeing, okay, if he could fucking do it, I can do it. Right. Yeah. And that's the truth. If I could fucking do it, believe me, you can do it. And I do take pride in that because that's one reason I work hard for me first. I'm not competing against anybody, even though everybody's my competition. You're stronger than me by a mile, but I want to be as strong as you. You encourage me to be stronger. Right?
That's funny because I feel that way about you.
Yeah, well, you should. Look at me.
When I'm sitting, no, I have days and I see you throw up a video, and I'm like, that motherfucker.
Right. Well, and it's one of those things. It's like, get that shit, right? Get that shit. I have no jealousy of anybody being. I want people to be stronger than me, dude. I'm fucking 50, right? I'm 50 years old.
Pushing it. Yeah,
I'm 170 some odd pounds. If I'm stronger than you and you're younger than me and lighter or heavier than me, that's your fucking problem. You're not fucking working hard enough, so just work harder.
Yeah, eat some more steak, brother.
Hell yeah, eat some more fucking steak. Bro, seriously, people need to eat eggs. I eat at least a half a dozen of eggs a day.
Yeah.
A pound of ground beef a day. A steak a day. Yeah. I mean, you have to. You have to eat that stuff because that's where you get
times that, but yeah.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Weight class is different.
What kind of a joke is my carbs like 70, 80 a day.
Yeah,
take when
mine
I'm
are low too. Mine
I came
are low.
Pretty low.
So are you keto? Are you closer to keto or just carnivore?
I'd say more of a carnivore, but like I'll add in carbs like before a real heavy deadlift day.
A lot of fats though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
And then like before event days where I'm gonna have a lot of moving events and it's gonna be a 3-4 hour workout.
Right.
I'll add in some rice and then maybe I'll eat some Skittles or something in the middle of the workout.
Yeah.
Just because once your blood sugar burns out, you're just done.
Yeah.
But talking about the protein, I got an app on my phone that I was tracking. So I'm putting in weight and everything just to see. And I'm eating like 390 some grams of protein a day.
Oh, yeah.
Minimum.
Well, and I think you should. Because you're almost 50.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm catching up.
And you still need your testosterone. It helps your testosterone. It maintains muscle and helps grow muscle. That's the thing is as we get older, we need an excessive amount of protein, collagen, all that shit.
Yeah, it's an uphill battle, and you got to make up that difference.
We have to make up the difference. And that is so for me, when I start to cut, which is going to be probably next month, I'm going to start seriously cleaning things up, but I'll most likely go back to keto.
Yeah.
Because that was the most effective for me. And I think, and I was just talking about this with Alex last week, so carbs is good. Carbs work great, right? They're energy, they're stuff like that. But they're a short burst of energy. They're not a sustained energy. Whereas if you get into ketosis, then you have a more sustained energy as long as you have reserve, right? As long as you have fat on your body, you have a sustained amount of energy to use. You have reserves. So whereas carbs, you're going to go up and down like this. You're going to burn carbs. You're going to burn fat. But if you introduce carbs, oftentimes it's going to go. It's going to burn carbs first.
Yeah.
Right. And you're not burning fat. I want to lose some fat. Right. So if I need to lose fat, I'm going to use fat as energy.
I spent a long time working with Nathan Payton. He does up diets for almost everybody in Strongman, it's been somebody. Like, he has a waiting list. I was lucky enough to get in with him because recommendation with somebody. He did Brian Shaw's diet for years.
Dope.
Evan Singleton just won the Strongest Man on Earth, does his. Trey Mitchell, all these top guys. And, I wanted not to say carb cycling, but certain carbs, certain meats at the same time. And I'm going to steal this from him because it's not me, but it's something that really got me thinking. He did a podcast, and he was like, steak and potato. Potato and steak. Beef, potato. All right? Then you take hamburger, ground beef, and mashed potato. Same exact thing, beef and potato.
Yeah.
But the way it is, the way your body's going to process it, it's already partially broken down. He was talking about how he hates smoothies, but mashed potato is essentially a potato smoothie. Right. How quick it gets assimilated in your system. Yeah. So it's certain things I play with that, depending how it is. Right. When I was with Nathan, like he'd give me exactly what to eat when, like a lot of choices. Yeah. But, quantities of certain things. Every meal I had probably 25 choices each meal. It was crazy. Like of a diet, it wasn't a diet, but it's just sticking to it and being strict. Right, yeah. But we'd play with things, with cheat meals and stuff, and he's freaking wizard. Like he's got the long gray beard. He's made jokes that his wife hates it. He truly is a wizard. Yeah. But he was talking about these different things of figuring out how your body's going to respond and teaching your body when you want it to peak with cheat meals or extra meals, however. Yeah. And, he makes a joke that he's known as the Rice Krispie guy. He's feeding guys at the competitions Rice Krispies. For me, we found out it was glazed donuts of all things. Ah, nice. Classic move. Oregon's Strongest Man one year. In between events, I'm eating a couple glazed donuts, and it was a 300 or 290 stone for reps in a minute. So over the bar, 52 inches. I did 9 reps in a minute with a 300-pound stone. Wow. I wasn't breathing hard at the end. Nice. Now, of course, that's to my coach, Mike Westerling, preparing me. But it's nutrition from Nathan having me set so I was learning how to work in a low state. So when he added extra food in, it would accelerate everything. The joke of people like, oh, well, putting nitro in a car is like crazy steroids for a car, that kind of thing. People want the cheap way. I was like, dude, food is so powerful. Oh, man. But it's the discipline. Yeah. Because it's like, dude, 3 ounces or 4 ounces or whatever, man, that doesn't look like enough. Right. I want another couple. Yeah. But you're not teaching your body. Just like, you go in the gym, it's like, dude, I can do 8 sets of 10 today. Yeah. I feel good. Right. Dude, 4 is all you're doing. Right. But I feel good. Just save it for next week, homie. Yeah. And it's that discipline of backing off. When you feel that tweak in your hammy. You know what? Yep. Do I feel like a bitch not doing what I'm supposed to do? Right. Or am I going to feel like a bitch when I can't compete in exactly. Because see, that's, this one workout. Yeah, play smart about shit. Being old. Like, I'll still do squats and deadlifts in the same week, but it's not like my my squats before I deadlift, it's like front squats to warm up and not super heavy. Yeah. It's not working the front squat. But if I'm going to pull a heavy deadlift, I can't do that. Yeah. I've got to let my back, plus my back's going to get tortured on events, especially cleaning something off the ground and throwing overhead or picking up something and running with it. So it's all strategy. But it's the same thing. It's like, dude, I might feel good. Back up. Yeah. There's days, Michael sent me something. He's like, dude, I want you to hit a top set, whatever feels good. And he'll put, say 585 for a deadlift. I'm like, all right, I'll pull 585. And I'm like, ooh, nothing. Right. It's like, okay, do I know I have another 20 in me? Yeah. Do I need to pull it? Because I've been with Mike for years. He knows, like, we can text, and he can know what's going on by the way I'm texting. Like, if something's bothering me. Yeah. He'll watch a video, and I won't, and he'll notice, like, my knee dips a little bit. He's like, is your ankle hurting you? Is your knee hurting you? Because I got one knee, one ankle. Right, yeah. What's hurting you? Like, he'll know just from the way I move. So I'm like, it's just having faith in whatever. Yeah. You've got somebody helping with your diet. You've got a coach. They lay it out for you. It's like, if I don't have faith in you, then why do I have you handling my shit? Right. Yeah. I work with this girl, Stephanie now. This woman. But she's young now. She's still a girl. She's not even 40. She's a fucking savage. Was she the one that you were posting the other day? Yeah, okay, I saw her, pulling a rack pull? Yeah, pulling the 18-inch deadlift. She's out it for a comp coming up, pulling 500 with bands on. Fuck. And, damn, really? 500? Yeah, it was 495 with a band. We use a band on the front. Yep. You got the PR platform at FS2. Yep. I love that front hook because it's going to make the bar come away from me. Right. Yeah. So I just put a real light, like a red micro, like little mic. Oh, okay. Yeah, a little micro monster mini, the red one. Okay. Just enough to pull the bar away from you, so it forces you to keep your lats in right. But then we had side bands on there as well. So I'm figuring I want to get a fishing hook so I can weigh things, but I figured it's probably about 580. Like I pulled it and I'm like, fuck. Mind you, she's like 142 pounds. Damn. She was a bigger girl. Bigger. She wasn't big, but she was like 175, 180. She takes her shirt off, changing, sports bra and stuff. Not like this, she's getting naked, but she's got abs. She's all rocked out.
Yeah, nice.
Her husband comes over there, and I adore her husband because he's chill.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm a guy, I got ego, and he's never, like, wanted to step on my dick. Mark is super cool.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, listen to him. Mark's got a long powerlifting background. He's a brown or a black belt in jits, trains over at the Autos gym. Like, he's, we talk all the time. I love the guy.
Cool.
And, I'm like, dude, looking at her pisses me off.
Right.
I need to get on my diet. And she's a savage.
Yeah.
And she's just the same as you, just the same as me. If she has a bad number, she starts to get in her head. Like,
right.
And I was like, dude, just watching her, what she's doing.
Yeah.
But it's the discipline.
Yeah.
She'll, I'm like, Thursday, I'm like, drop your diet. You're starting to lag tomorrow. You need more food. We're going to do a hard event day on Saturday. Friday, eat some.
Yeah.
But she's so disciplined with things. She has goals that she wants to get.
Yeah.
And then see what happens once you get them.
See, that's how I am with my eating. That's why, like, when Molly posts she posts a whole week, usually in advance, right? We'll get them Sunday or something, and I train Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, and she'll usually post new ones on Sunday. And I like that because I plan all my eating based on my lifts. Everything, when I eat, how I eat, what I eat is all based on every single lift, the days that I lift. You need it. You need to be that locked in. You have to be that locked in. Like, if I get up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, I know, like, and I have a heavy squat or a heavy deadlift day, I know I need to eat 2 hours before I go, right?
You got to have that empty stomach. I can't pull or squat with anything.
Exactly. So I'm eating good, certain way the night before. My version of potatoes is sweet potatoes. I love fucking sweet potatoes.
Yeah.
And then, but yeah, everything is like, and some people will look at me like that's just, obsessive or whatever. Yeah. Right. And it's like, OCD. No, that's called being locked in. There's a difference between OCD and just being locked in with whatever you do. Right.
All right. I work for you. You got your detail shop. You got other things going on. Hey, Marcus, I got this car. All I need is just a quick clean.
Right.
It doesn't have to be amazing. Just helping a guy out, whatever you're charging him. Just a quick clean. Doesn't have to be deep.
Right.
This one's the full money. We're bringing this one at the end of the day because we're going to have the shop torn apart. I've seen you taking the seats and everything out.
Yeah.
If I bring the other one in, I'm fucking up.
Yeah.
You're like, dude, maybe we're getting out of the weather because your shop's pretty big, but this is the priority to get this in and out. Get a quick one done. Everything's structured.
Everything.
You're going to school. You work. Okay, I got to deal with the kid first. Now I got to go to class. Now I need to go to work. Now I need to have my shit laid out so I can help the kids with their homework and stuff. And then I got my homework.
Right.
You have to have a schedule. That's not neurotic. That's responsible.
That's responsible, right? And for me, it's like I even take like drive time into consideration. For me, I think that punctuality is professionalism, right? And I've had this conversation multiple times with multiple people.
It's respect.
And a lot of people know nothing about being punctual. Which tells you they also know nothing about professionalism, in personal or professional. Like, if you're late, you're not fucking professional at all, right?
If you're early, you're late. I mean,
well, yeah. If you're not 10 minutes early, you're 5 minutes late, right? And that's the thing. It's like the reality is again, going back to, like, when you look at a person and you see how their personal life is, you look at a person who their punctuality, you know how professional that person is based on that alone. Based on that alone, because you know that they're not locked in. You know that they don't respect your time. If a person is continuously late, constantly late, for whatever reason, whether you're a person, a friend, or a client, or whatever, if a person is always late, they have no respect for you, and they have no respect for anybody else, and they don't really respect themselves, right? And that shows a lot to me. I'm that type of person that all those little things count. All those little things count, because if you're going to make me wait, you just told me that you don't value my time at all, right? So why should I value your time?
Well, and how serious is the objective either?
Yeah, and again, taking into consideration, like you just said, traffic, there's all kinds of variables.
Well, of course.
But I plan ahead for that shit, right? If I know that I have to be across town, I'm already going to route myself in 3 different directions. Because there may be bad traffic here. Okay, I need to know automatically that I can go this way to get there so that I could be on time. You should plan your day in that way.
I made sure I was in town because I live way over on the other side.
Right. Yep. And you were 15 minutes early. I saw you pull up, and that's the thing. It's like, but that's respect.
Yeah.
That's respect. That shows that you value my time. That shows that you respect me. And it's like, and I'm not just talking about me. I'm talking about people in general. It could be anybody. If my daughters are never late to anything. My wife, on the other hand, right? My wife, on the other hand, she's her own person. But my daughters are almost like that's almost OCD with them. But I've raised them to know that people's time is valuable. So don't ever be late. You don't ever be late to anything. And if you know you're going to be late, you better call or text the motherfucker and let them know ahead of time.
It's not hard to communicate. Everybody texts.
Nope, everybody does.
Their phone's always within their hands within 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Outside of like me shutting it off now.
Yeah.
But like, let's think about lifting. Mm-hmm. When I bench, I have you tuck your shoulders, depending on how you bench. Most of us tuck our shoulders, jam our hips in their shoulders, bow your back, get as much as you can, really tight. So a good lifter, okay, when you're ready, they're going to lift, they're going to let you guide it off, and they're going to 1, 2, and let go on 3 or 3, whatever it is, so you can gradually use the depressor.
Yep. So
we've had that shit spotter yanks it up and pulls you out of position.
100%.
We've had that shit spotter that doesn't let go of the bar and you get crushed.
Right.
We've had that shit spotter that when you get up, they don't help you guide it back in.
Yeah.
So why am I going to disrespect you when I got a great spotter at the gym?
Right.
It's going to save my shoulders, save me to fucking train, save me if my elbow just goes, I get a cramp or something.
Right.
But I'm going to shit in your face,
right,
in your respect for your family, your time, your business, your life.
Yeah.
By not being, Mike, dude, I'm running late, brother. I'm sorry. I'm 5 minutes late. Just give me a quick update. Even if you don't see it.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, 100%. I text you. You're going to grab your phone and be like, he did.
He did. Yep.
It's like take a picture.
It's courtesy. You think that common courtesy is common, but it's not common.
No.
And that's the problem is nothing in this generation, common sense is not common. Common courtesy is not common. Critical thinking is not common.
I was at Costco before I came here, and a lady stopped to let people go, and she stopped just in front of the walkway, and I look at her, and I'm like, hey, and I'm trying to walk around her, and she starts to back up, and I'm like, okay, so I'll go front. And she pulls forward. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, I don't take it she's trying to be just a pain in the ass old lady. I think she's too stupid to
be aware of
everything going on. It's overwhelming. Maybe stupid's a dickhead way of saying it, but it's just overwhelming. Like, what do you tell somebody driving, right? You tell your daughters to drive, man, look at your mirror, look at your other mirror, look at your side. You're looking constantly. You're paying attention to what's going on around you.
Yep.
Not just straight ahead.
Right.
Because guess what? I don't see that ambulance behind me. I don't see that dude just speeding through traffic like a psychopath.
Yeah.
I need to get the hell out of the way. Let
well, and that's life in general. I've told my daughters, no matter where you're at, I don't care where you're at. Do not have your back exposed to anything. And be aware of your surroundings everywhere. And that it goes to the driving. People are fucking stupid. Because if you're not aware of what's behind you while you're in a fucking motor vehicle, you shouldn't be in a motor vehicle, right? If you're not aware of your surroundings, there could be somebody walking across the sidewalk when you're turning this way, looking this way and going, you could have just run them over, right? So that is a problem. And I'll call them stupid if you don't want to, because that's the problem is stupid range right now. No, I get that.
I get that. More temperance,
but that's the reality is people are sometimes just too stupid to be aware of situational awareness. Right?
Like drinking. I mean, I know that's not your thing. There was a time.
Oh, so I don't mind talking about it. I could be around it.
I think a DUI is one of the most horrible things somebody can do.
Yeah.
So, and especially at our age, you're 40-some years old, you're 50, you get a DUI, you're a complete dog shit, piece of shit person. Now, when you're 21 and you're just getting experience with alcohol,
right?
I'm not saying it's good, but I can understand more because of just ignorance.
Well, their brain isn't even developed at that point.
But by the time you're our age now, I hate saying middle age, but it is what it is. When you get to middle age, you've heard enough horror stories, you've seen things, you've known people that have been affected by.
100%.
For you to go get your drink on, dude, spend $12 on an Uber, you piece of shit.
Right, yeah.
But it's lack of choice. It's
lack of discipline again.
It's the discipline. It's the respect.
Yeah.
And then, of course, it's accountability. It's not like, dude, I fucked up.
Right.
I deserve what's coming.
Right.
It's like, well, why were they out there in the middle of the night? Who cares?
Yeah.
You're drunk. Or whatever the case is. Like, you're handling these things. There's a time where just young and stupid, like some of the young kids in the gym, they have no gym courtesy.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm not sure if you knew, there's a story, years ago when the gym was set up differently. The squat racks were all on the when things, I think you'd just been there when...
we talking about FS?
Yeah.
Yeah, up against the wall there? Or?
Oh, well, not when they're against the wall where the tiger eyes are, but back in the other side toward the doors.
Gotcha.
That used to be the weight room. The other side was a turf.
Right, yep.
And snow day or whatever, and I'm doing Zercher squats, like 4 something in my arms, and some kid comes running through as a snow day and hit the bar.
Oh.
And I literally got up in the rack, and I mean, it's a low rack, obviously, for Zercher, and I was stuck and I had to peel my arm off. And I think that's what actually started tearing my bicep.
Oh, shit, yeah.
But I went to Devin, because I'm much closer with Devin, and I'm like, dude, I don't know what to do. I was raging.
Right.
And I'm like, and at that time, Vic was training a couple of MLB pitchers.
Yeah.
And I was just told the aftermath of that was Vic going ballistic. That, kids are stupid, but the parents or whoever was watching them, uncle, aunt, whoever, should have been accountable for it.
It's their responsibility, yeah.
The kids are supposed to be up playing like on the mats and whatnot up there and out of the way. If that would have been one of his $1 million pitchers, Vic would be gone.
Yeah.
And Vic's got, like 73 kids?
Right, right.
They got a big family, his wife,
Yeah.
Because of somebody's stupidity, what it could have done to trickle effect.
Yeah.
And
no, I get that. Well,
terrible.
one of the thing, and this is kind of off that topic, but on that topic is one of the problems I have with like bars and clubs. What's one common thing that almost every single one of them have?
Booze, violence, stupidity.
Parking lots.
Well, there's that too. We could
parking lots, right?
Okay.
So you don't want people driving drunk or drinking and driving, yet you invite that offhandedly, right?
By definition, yeah.
You invite that by offering parking lots. Mm-hmm. They're going to drive there. They're not going to want to leave there. You don't take their keys. You don't this. You don't that. Yeah. Honestly, I don't think that any bar or club should have a fucking parking lot. And it doesn't make any sense because it's going to cause issue with people coming. But the reality is how many lives could be saved by not offering parking lots, right? And I know that that's probably controversial thinking, the thought behind that, but the reality is almost more innocent lives.
You're taking the bullets out of the gun. Why put on a vest? It's the same comparison.
Yeah. Well, and it's like, how many lives are lost every year by drunk drivers? Innocent lives. We're not talking, usually it's the drunk fuck that stays alive, and it's the innocent people that die.
Well, how many times in your life, and outside it's like dumb times with your buddy just like playing pool, drinking beer at the lake, but I mean, how many good times? And there's some stories from the bars. I've had fun, guys' night, high fives and kicking each other in the ass and making fun of each other. But what good actually comes from booze?
Well, nothing from as far as I'm concerned.
For most people.
Yeah.
I mean, even the people that don't have a problem, which you can identify, but I mean, just in general, I've never known of anybody with like their most amazing stories were, around booze. And I'm talking about real stories, not like, I found this drunk slut. It was the hottest girl I ever found. She was dirty and, whatever. Like good stories. Like, you can sit down and you can remember when you're in Vegas. You can think, and that was only a few months ago, but you can remember details.
Right, yeah.
Going down the line. How many stories can you think about when you were drinking? Because there were usually good times too.
Yeah.
I sit back and think about like the amount of money I spent, the thousands, tens of thousands of dollars at bars. And just hanging out with buddies, not even hitting on girls, not even being stupid, just hey, my turn, no, my turn. Yeah. Good time with your buddies. I worked for the drug court when I got out of undergrad. And I'd ask the guys, I'm like, so what is it about booze? And everybody's a tough guy. I got guys on suspended sentences and parole.
Right.
And I was like, well, think about it. I was like, your buddy calls you and he's like, I got a bottle of this, Jack, vodka, whatever it is. Dude, come on over. Tires squealing, get there.
Yeah.
Your homie ever call you? Like, dude, I got a gallon of chocolate milk. Where you at, baby?
Right. No, I get that. I
think about having a barbecue.
Yeah.
I come over, having everybody, and, I drink whatever. I drink Bud Light if I drink beer, I guess, even with the political McDill or whatever. But I have 10 Bud Lights. People are like, oh, man, Mark's just cutting loose. I drink 10 Mountain Dews, and people are like, what's with crackhead?
Right. Yeah. No, yeah.
The joke of the soccer mom showing up with her little thermal cup, her little coffee cup, and wine being in it.
Right.
And that comes, it's the discipline thing, but it's coming down to like what the struggle is. Like what's really going on. People want to identify and deal with an issue.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, there's times I'll drink, and there's times I don't.
Well, again, I'm not against people drinking. I'm for people to be able to let loose, relax however they feel. But like when you have to go to the lake, you take your kids to the beach, and it always has to include alcohol. You're putting those two things together as if one needs the other, and you're showing that to your children. We went to Taco Horror. Yeah, well, yeah, that part is. It's like you're modeling behavior, and that's what a lot of people forget about is their modeling behavior. But we
100%.
went with friends to Taco Vor, and of course they're all drinking, having margaritas, and it's fine. Nobody gets stupid, nothing like that. They don't get crazy. But
remind me of this. I got to talk about a story of people getting stupid.
Okay, and for me, going out and like that is just a waste of money.
Yeah.
Right? You're going out with friends, you're eating, you're having a good time, right? Yeah. We do the same fucking thing at their house. We do the same thing at my house. We do the same thing at the gym. And they're like, well, it's the experience. What the fuck is different? There's no experience. The only difference is you're fucking drinking. I'm sober. So this experience for me is just as fucking exactly the same as anything, except for now I'm seeing all you goofy fuckers get more goofy, right? So for me, it's like, okay, you guys can drink, but and it's fine. I don't care if they drink. I'm not opposed to that. I'm not trying to say that, but but this experience is literally just a fucking waste of money to me.
Yeah.
Like me going to a restaurant and you guys eating and drinking, talking. I could do that shit for free at your house, at my house, at the fucking gym. It's the gay ass excuse is fucking stupid to me.
And that's what I always say about booze. It's, truly it is a bad thing.
Yeah.
I mean, when you narrow it down to the core, the health issues, all these things, some people need it for a social lubricant.
Right.
Because they feel,
well, they let loose. People let loose. And they
an
get
inhibitor
goofy.
and all this. And I mean, because I doubt how many one night stands would have happened without booze. But whatever. That's, it's
no, that's
like
true, man.
But like, same thing is, we're at Taco Vor one night. My buddy owns Brad Cartoons, some of his people. I show up late, so I kind of sit sideways in the booth. Mm-hmm. And a lady was just bitching at the staff because she had to wait. Taco Vor makes amazing food. They're not exactly my crowd of people, and everybody's super nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I obviously, if you're going to get
I
into
personally
politics,
don't like Taco Vor, but
everybody's super nice. I've never had anybody rude there.
Right.
It just takes too long.
Yeah.
And, his shop's right around the corner, so that's why you end up there. So this lady's just being vile.
Yeah.
Like, screaming at the waiter, like, I don't care about the waitress or server. I don't care about your fucking girlfriend. She glares at me. I'm going to beat her ass. And this old lady, like, I'm saying old, so she's 50-something.
Yeah.
Got those few years in there.
Yeah.
And finally, Brad's like, hey, and mind you, we're outside. It's June or July.
Right.
100 degrees, 95, whatever it is. All these kids, all these families, the place is packed. And he's like, hey, can you just calm down? Like, a bunch of us here trying to chill, have a good time. There's kids here. It's like, you're just cussing and freaking out. He's like, she freaks out, attacks him. It turns into a whole shit show. She's going after people. I've seen videos of people recording and her attacking them. A lady's outside. She sucker punches some lady.
And this was a person that worked there, or a person that
just some random ass. Customer.
Oh, okay.
But she attacks a girl that walks. She walks outside. His girl stand by the fence, cracks her, breaks her nose. EPD comes. It turns into a whole situation. They take her away, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Right.
How much had she drank? And if she hadn't drank, then she's really psycho.
Yeah.
Not that the drinking excuses it, but usually unleashes those things that some people can hold
back.
Yeah,
for sure.
And, it's the whole thing. I'm like, dude, I I don't want to drink. I mean, because you see that behavior more often with drinking. Yeah. I can't stand it. There's like, we're in Vegas and so many people get fucking drunk there and so many people, it's like. What happens in Vegas?
Yeah. And it's cool. You guys are having fun, but that's not how I roll at all. And
let's go get some food we're never going to get anywhere else.
Right. Do something. But I hate Vegas. I do not like Vegas.
You just rolled some medals. Let's go get some cool pictures.
Right. Yeah. And I just
might get the fountain.
I think that if you let yourself go, and again, I'm not trying to get down on people for have your own fun, but don't expect me to be part of that. I'm not gonna be part of that shit. Because that's just not like you're putting yourself at risk. And that's another like every risk assessment is everywhere, right? And that's the thing is like when I'm sober, which I always am, no matter where I go,
you're paying attention.
And that sucks because I can't fucking relax. I can't let loose. I can't not fucking scan the crowd constantly. It's
things you've seen in your past.
100%.
Things are going on in the world.
Things that are going on. It's like it's 100%. I cannot stand going places like that with my daughters, with my wife. Not to mention people getting fucked up around me.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, fuck, I'm not playing that shit. That's not my...
Yeah, I mean, I used to make a date when I was dating, a joke about it. It's like when I date, and unfortunately it'd be single moms, not bagging on them, but maybe. But, I'd hear all the same story. dad is a piece of shit, blah, 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 Disneyland dad. I'm like, well, cool. One, why'd you get with him if you really wanted
Right.
Was he a piece of shit then and, you thought you had the magical
Yeah.
skills? And you were gonna change it?
Most do.
But he has the kid, right?
Right.
So you're out at a club getting trashed. Well, hold on. You're just saying what a piece of shit he is, how he can't be responsible, can't ever take care of the kid, never does anything. You're now inebriated and fucked up.
Right.
What are you going to do if something happens with that kid? Because he's already a piece of shit by every definition you've given.
Yeah.
So what'd you just do to your kid?
Right.
Is the party more important than?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying you can't kick back and drink. Like I had a friend recently who was like, hey, are you in town? I'm like, no. And she's like, oh, man, like she had a family thing happen. And she's like, I had a couple drinks and I don't want to drive. I was like, dude, she's not even trash, but just it put her in that situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, it doesn't have to be the extremes of
Right.
just be, and she self-aware. I don't want to get in a bad situation, but damn it, this happened. And what do I do here? I can't scramble.
Yeah.
You're a rock for your family. They can all get trashed. Everybody can get trashed around Mike.
Yeah.
As long as they don't annoy him too much.
Right. Yeah.
But Mike's got a handle on a situation because he's fully focused.
Right.
And it's just, that's where my problem with drinking is. People use it as a crutch for everything.
Oh, everything. Everything.
I have a friend that hasn't drank. She had been sober for a long time, drank a little bit, and then some, just went through some things with it. And she hasn't drank in months. And it's a big deal. And I was like, last time I saw her, I'm like, dude, that's a big deal. Or one of the last times, I'm like, you didn't have to have something really bad happen to be like, oh my God, I'm now on a straight line.
Right.
You knew there was a problem here. You still cold quit.
Yeah.
That's gangster.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That's discipline. And then every day.
Yeah.
Every day you make that same choice. I mean, you should be proud of yourself.
Yeah. And she should. And that's the thing is like, I think that a lot of people, they, especially with an addiction, is like, it's not a fucking disease. It's an allergy. A disease you can cure, an allergy you can't, right?
Yeah,
so
it's there.
It's always there.
I like that. I'm gonna steal
and that's use it because it's true. And it's like a lot of people look at this shit like it's life or death. It's like, just don't fucking do it, right? And you won't break out in alcoholism like I do when I drink, right? So, and I don't.
You mean a guy that cheats on his wife shouldn't hang out at strip clubs,
right? Yeah, exactly.
Have female friends.
Well, and that's the thing is like people are always gonna like cut themselves short, sell themselves short, and it's like that's why I don't like AAs and if you need it, you need it. I support that or counting the days, right? Sometimes it comes to counting the minutes to the hour, to the day, to the week, and then be done with that shit, right? Because out of sight, out of mind. If you count every fucking month that you're sober, you keep reminding yourself that you're relying on that, right? Yeah. That has more control over you. So I know by the decades based off of Izzy how long I've been sober, right? How old she is how basically. So that's how I know. Don't fucking count. You keep reminding yourself every fucking day in your mind that you have this dependency on it. Out of sight, out of fucking mind. As soon as that happens, it's no more. The light switch is off. But a lot of people do need that. A lot of people need the support. I don't think,
and maybe that's how you got to start.
And whatever a person, whatever a person needs to get started. But the reality is, you're not going to stop me from doing anything.
No,
me is going to stop me from doing it, right? Because you can't be with me every second of every fucking day. So why would I rely on you to keep me from doing something?
The only thing you're going to have there of what I can do is the respect or love and everything. So
well, that's it. Yes, and you need that. You need that at the beginning.
Yeah.
But again,
it's still you.
It's still you.
You're out and about.
You have to find the love within yourself. You have to truly, altruistically learn how to love yourself, because if you don't do that, who cares what you give me? Who cares what love you give me? Because if I hate myself, it doesn't fucking matter. It's all sugarcoat shit, right? So I don't even know how we got onto that, but
no, I mean, you're driving down the road anywhere. You can stop and get beer anywhere.
Yep.
You can even buy hard alcohol. Well, I mean, I'm not saying Fireball's hard alcohol, but in dairy.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
You can stop at a bar anyway, walk in, give them $5, take a shot, and leave.
Yep.
Like, it's easy access.
Yes. Yeah. So you got to have that mental strength, that internal drive to be better than you were 2 seconds ago. That's the thing, is it really does come down to, and we've all gone through shit. It's like, but if you allow that, if I allow what's going on in the world right now, which it's very hard, if I allow what people say and do to disrupt my life, I'm allowing that. I've given them power over me, right?
Oh yeah,
so it's hard. The world is fucking insane right now, and it's getting worse. But the thing is that's where the real wins come in every minute at a time.
Oh no, I've said many prayers with the way things are now that I'm much more calm, and I'm not the reactive guy I was when I was young.
Yeah.
With the way I feel about things, you don't have to go into any of that crap. It's not that hard. Turn on your TV, open up Instagram.
Right.
But no matter what it is, like a big thing in my mind is you should be able to live your life.
Yeah.
Your daughter should be able to live hers.
Right.
You should be able to go get groceries and not be attacked downtown.
Yep.
You know, people are crazy.
People are insane.
And, you know,
But people like you and I, we are the ones that get in trouble. If we were to do what we're naturally prone to do, right? We would be the ones getting in trouble because a lot of people, I don't even want to say it, but
people don't respect violence.
Yes.
And, you know, there's the whole quote, and there's a great Tim Kennedy on it because I've watched many times because he's much more articulate and eloquent about saying
right.
it. But, you know, people are like, I'm peaceful. No, you're not dangerous.
Yeah.
You know, I'm an old man now. When I was younger, I was very dangerous.
Yeah.
I can still do some of the things now, a lot of my training from fighting, military, things like that. You know, I choose not to. Being gracious, being humble, being empathetic, being patient, trying to be, you know, more of a better person, a better servant to God, if you want to look, however you want to phrase it.
Yeah.
As opposed to, all right, let's go, rock and load and go.
Right.
Things are violent. There's a place downtown where the same homeless dudes always throwing an issue. There's always something going on at the corner by a 7-Eleven. A couple weeks ago, he's throwing rocks in the middle of the road. And I'm in like the second or third lane over. And hit my truck, so I pull over a couple blocks over and I could get over, and I'm like looking for dents and stuff. I didn't realize till later that day, just because of where it is, I got a crack in my freaking windshield now from a rock. And it's like, part of me's wanting to go back and just slap him.
Right.
I don't want to beat him up. I don't want to hurt him. I just want to smack him. But what's going to happen?
Right. You'll go to jail.
I'm going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
It's going to be the big, bald, white guy.
Yep.
I'm like, well, look at my truck.
Right.
How many people? There's 2 or 3 times I can name of occasions outside of the rock of like being at that light, him in the middle of the intersection attacking people, and throwing, you know. This world's all bent. Nobody wants to look at the problem.
Yeah.
And go, okay, so we have, you know, X, Y, and Z. We have the problem. We have the now result of the problem, and then what's going to be the solution?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the problem, we can't fix it. It already happened. Now what has damaged, whatever it is, you can't fix that. The choice is, though, well, why did they do it? I don't care why they did it.
Right.
There's a line in Boondock Saints. When all the boys go in, they take over, at the end of the first movie, they take over the courthouse. Do not kill, do not steal, do not rape. These are tenets every man of every faith can embrace.
Yeah.
Okay? So everybody can agree, don't do those things. You know, do not rape, do not kill, do not steal. Right? Why are those complicated for anybody?
Right.
I don't care why you rape somebody. Let's break it down to simplest forms. You're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You know, there's parts of the world where in Africa, if you're convicted of rape, the rapist is given to the family of the victim. It's up to the family to decide. There's videos online which are horrible. People don't need to see them, but you can see what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, do not kill. Outside of, I mean, even a clean shooting for a police officer in a situation, it's still a homicide.
Yeah.
Has to go through and be killing to protect somebody and then killing to attack somebody is 2 different things.
Oh, 100%.
Not everything's black and white. Most of it's gray, but it's not that hard. It's shades of gray. Instead of going, well, why did Mike attack that guy at the ATM and kill him? Because Mike's a piece of shit. I mean, it doesn't matter if Mike was hungry. It doesn't matter if Mike had a starving family. Mike could go get jobs.
Yeah.
Mike could be on the corner begging for food and then work a job as a day laborer.
Right.
Whatever it is, Mike can go sell his car.
Yeah.
But there's these things. I don't have the right to attack you because you make me mad.
Right.
So with that, it's like, what do you tell a toddler? Don't hit. Use your words.
Right.
Stay away from each other. If you two can't get along, stay on the other side of the room from each other. That's not in society anymore.
Well, but then the problem with that could go even further. Whereas, and you're telling these two not to hit, not to fight, and then you turn around and fight with your wife, or
what do you model?
Smack, or spank and I'm not against that, that. I'm just saying modeling behavior is such a big umbrella of stuff. But yeah, I 100% agree with you on that. It's in, what's that saying? It's better to be a warrior in a garden than a
gardener in a war.
Yeah, right. And I think the problem is we got a lot of warrior gardeners right now that are getting sick of people stomping on our garden.
There's, I love movies. It's like there's a line in Braveheart and Gladiator. They're making fun of Maximus. What are you going to do? And he's like, I'm going back to my farm. Right. Like, oh, Maximus the farmer. And he's like, Quintus, dirt washes off a lot easier than blood.
Yeah.
There's some videos floating around online that are very up close, and people shouldn't have to see that ever. Mm-hmm. It's hard for me to talk about because I've experienced these things in life way too much.
Yeah.
That's a reality people don't understand.
Yeah.
Life is very, very fucking fragile.
Yeah.
People make comments, oh, big bad Marcus, this or that, or whatever you could do or could have done. You can stab me in the neck with a pencil and I'm going to die, just like anybody else.
Yeah.
Because I have an ability or a talent or skill to cause more damage than most, that doesn't make me a ninja or bulletproof or Hulk, whatever.
Right.
People haven't been punched in the mouth to realize that taste of iron in their mouth and the fear.
I say that all the time. People need to get punched more often. People really need to feel that.
I'm real quick to be online and say horrible, horrible things. Dude, I don't care how pissed off you are with somebody. If I can't say it to your face, I should probably shut the fuck up.
See, and that's the reality. You got so many trolls out there, and I'm very I've become very like where I just won't say anything, because if I say something, I'm likely to do something, because I that's the reality, right? I wish things were better right now.
And I've said forever is like, I've used like in a comparison dating, or you and your wife, you could have the perfect life, the new house, the 2.4 kids, the white picket fence, a new car every couple of years, family vacation. Somebody is going to have eyes on her. Somebody's going to have eyes on you. Could be the same person. Somebody's going to kick over your fountain in the front yard. Somebody's going to key your car. Some people just want to see you may be miserable, and it's going to give them joy.
Right.
For whatever reason in them. Some people just want to watch the world burn.
Yeah.
Now, if you go to biblical senses, there have to have good, you have to have evil, which is so crappy to say.
Right.
But how are you ever going to know something tastes good if it doesn't ever taste bad?
Yeah. 100%.
You have the yin and yang, however you want to look at it.
Right.
The competing forces. The problem is, it's the indifference of good men that don't do anything.
Right.
Evil's out there, and there's going to be cowards. There's going to be evil people that just follow as talking heads.
Yep.
Or just sheep because they are too scared, don't know what to do. Like, benefit of the doubt. They just don't know what to do.
Yeah.
But the problem is when good men are quiet for too long, it lets this evil grow.
Yeah.
As the quote that hard times make good men make good times make weak men make hard times.
Yep.
And it's a secular thing. I heard Tony Robbins talking about how it's just seasons.
Yeah.
And right now we're in fall and going into the winter where everything's dying.
Yep.
And Tony's, be it Tony Robbins, Mr. Positive, Mr. Trying to get you to grow. He's like, but once we get through the darkness, spring is when things grow.
Right.
It's exciting. And then we get to the summer, but then we're back to the fall.
Yeah.
And that's just my mind. And I go back to the hard part because easy's easy to deal with.
Yeah.
The scary part's all the bullshit. What are people going to do? Because there's lots of talk, there's lots of things, and no matter what it is, what side you are on things, if you can't agree on basic tenets, then I don't think you have humanity.
No.
I don't care what political figure you choose. If you want to cheer for liberal side, you want to cheer for conservative side, somewhere in the middle. Because why can't I agree with Kamala Harris on one point? Why can't I agree with Donald Trump on another? If I agree with Trump on something business-wise, which is the dude has an extensive business background.
Yep.
But I can't agree with him when I'm like some Trumper and I'm a racist. I'm like, dude,
right.
How come I can't agree with Bernie Sanders? I think everybody should have health care.
Right.
There has to be a fiscal way to do it, but let's explore,
Yeah,
there's ways to talk about and go things, but it doesn't work that way. You're either this or that.
Yeah.
When there's no speech between and no, actual talking, people get violent.
That's where we're at in society.
One of my undergrad degrees, I wrote a paper of how Carl Schmitt's neoconservative theory is to have a cohesive society, you have to have an enemy image. Mm-hmm. So we had the Cold War when we were growing up. The Russians were so very bad. We were so very good.
Right.
Rocky IV, man. I mean, the speech at the end of Rocky IV. You get a little bit older, and then start turning into things in the Middle East. Or anybody in the Arab countries, anybody Muslim countries, it's all, and we're so very good.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look at it. Water it down here. You got an Oregon hat on. I was at a football game with a buddy. We're going down from tailgating. We're going up to the O-Bar to hang out and eat and watch the game. A couple was walking by. He wasn't good looking or big or anything. She wasn't anything special. Just normal couple. Little tiny baby on her chest pack with purple. I think that's Washington, right? University of Washington?
Yep.
Kids in Oregon gear are screaming, kill that baby, throw him in the streets, fucking rape
her. What
her.
the fuck?
Just group think, mob mentality. And I was like, this goes back to the neoconservative theory.
Wow.
Think about school.
Yeah.
You have your cliques, nerds, jocks, band.
Yeah.
And at the time I just got in classes, so everybody gets these groups and I put them on like, 4 eyes.
Right.
This is what we're done. And it goes back to a tribalistic thing.
Yeah.
Is your people, whatever your background is. I don't even know your ethnic background.
I'm a mutt, bro.
But like me being Irish, okay, so I stay in Irish neighborhoods. It's not that I hate anybody, but that's just what it was. And it's like, people are taking those out and they're making it very extreme now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, come on, that's like, okay, so FS against other gyms. Okay, cool. But we run into somebody from another gym. We're going to fight to the death because we don't have a squat rack here, so now we're going to fight. Shut up.
It's silly, man. It's silly.
It's
it's unnecessary is what it is.
For what? Like, there is the whole thing in the Bible, the eye for an eye.
Yeah.
And eventually somebody's going to be blind. We're all going to be blind in the end. Well, technically one person's still going to have one eye.
Yeah.
At the end,
yeah.
But at what cost?
Right.
Like, you've busted your ass. I know some of your background, where you came from, and you've got a great life.
Yep.
Not saying you don't have troubles and challenges, of course, but you've got a great life. You got a loving family, and from who you were to who you are now, 180, night and day difference.
100%.
So over an issue with some idiot that doesn't agree, and now it becomes violent, and you lose everything.
Right.
You've now the discipline. You've now lost all those things to take care of your family, provide for your family, be there to protect your daughters and your wife.
100%. Yep.
Let alone win another medal in May. I mean, letting your team down, all these things.
I know, man. It almost feels like sometimes the weight of the world, because you do want to get to a point where it's like you just don't want to give a fuck anymore. I literally just don't want to give a fuck anymore at all. I want to just unleash that rage monster inside of me and just not care, but I can't. Shit. I absolutely can't.
I know a guy called you about 2 months ago going through some shit that was shaking.
Yeah.
I mean, like I told you then, I was like, dude, there's 2 people I reached out to. One I got a voicemail and I got you. Or no, one I texted because I just texted him back and I called you and you showed up 5 minutes later, 10 minutes later.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just finishing something. I'll be right there.
Yep.
And that means everything. Dude, where I was right then, I don't know what I would have done.
Right.
The extremes of things or whatever.
Yeah.
But where are your people? Where are the ones to look you in the eye and be like, dude, you're fucking up?
Yeah. Well, sometimes you need somebody to talk you off the ledge. Right. And that's how life is.
Yeah.
Especially for men like us, because I think that, again, we're different. We're built different than other people. And this is a thing that some people can't conceptualize because they're not prone for violence. They're not prone for aggression. They're not prone for, this is how I want to solve this issue. But we can't. We hold back, right? So people that aren't prone to do that have no fucking concept of what the hold back, internal hold back is. Like my wife, Rajnita, has no idea, because she's a completely different person than me. She doesn't look through the lenses that I see. She doesn't see people's true self the way I do. And
you made sure she hasn't had to see those
she
things.
Doesn't need to, right? Same with my daughters. And that's the thing. It's like, but going back to you hold that shit in.
Yeah.
And you want to explode, but you just can't. You can't.
Yeah. I mean, people talk about violence. I do this, I do that. And the Cain Velasquez story, you know Cain Velasquez, his little boy was raped,
right?
Molested repeatedly.
Yep.
He did what everybody says they do. If somebody ever touched my kid, he went after the guy.
Right.
Do I agree with the way he did it? No. Shooting bullets off in San Jose, just random. But I get what was going on.
Right.
I don't understand how he's doing time, because I think under McNaughton rule, you cannot be aware of what the repercussions of your actions for temporary insanity.
Yeah.
I have loved ones in my life. Somebody would hurt them. I don't know what I would do.
Right.
Not like some kind of threat. I don't know what I'd do. I would like to think I'm still the man I say I am.
Yeah.
And I would be Kane. I don't know if I would shut down and just lose it.
And that's what I worry about with me. Yeah.
But I can't fathom having a young boy and the things that happened to Kane's son and hearing about it in court and his son talk about these things, watching the guy walk free.
Yeah.
Why is he in prison?
Right.
The dude that did these heinous, horrible acts is in prison. Now, Kane should be in trouble for discharging of firearms, whatever, recklessness, all those things that the laws in San Jose would apply to that.
Yeah.
But not for going after this guy.
No.
Anybody that touches a child, it's going to be very controversial. I ordered a shirt hat the other day that says, "Shoot your local pedophile."
Yeah, 100%.
And people are like, sexual oriented. I'm like, no. I will never, ever.
No,
ever.
we're not going there. And that's what's that's the plus on the end of that whole alphabet. The plus is going to be their maps, their minor attractive persons. Fuck that. No. That's never going to be recognized ever.
I don't have kids of my own. I remember, my ex-wife's kids, by all rights they're mine. It takes a lot more than a 30-second seizure. But I cannot fathom. My ex-wife's daughter is a grown woman, has children of her own, married. I still see her in my mind's eye as a little girl, 5 years old, pigtails, just spinning around in an Easter dress.
Yep.
If something would have happened to that little girl,
right,
what I would have done. I'd be on campus and I'll see a girl, I'm like, damn, she looks good. She'll get close and I'm like, oh my gosh, little girl. How are you out after dark?
Yeah.
Put some clothes on. Maybe it's just the old man in me now. The guy at the gym, I wouldn't do that.
Right, yeah.
Old man advice. But there's more than, what's the joke from Dazed and Confused? I love 18-year-olds, right? Older I get, they stay the same age. 18-year-olds. They're legally, I still think you're a child, but they're legal then by the law. What are you doing with young people?
Right. Literally, why? Yeah. It's to me, it's odd. But I also have young daughters, so it's
but not that young. I mean, your daughters are.
No, yeah, I got 18 and 22-year-old, but I have an 18-year-old. It's that's
still a baby.
Yes, to me, right? But to other guys, other men, you know what I mean? They look at girls that age and think thoughts, and it's fuck, dude, that's just fucking nasty.
Did I send you that video of the guy? He wouldn't. We were talking. I think I sent it to you. He was showing a doll in the background and the descriptions of things.
I thought I sent that to you.
Sent that, okay.
Yes, where these fucking freaks are ordering that shit.
They're ordering a sex doll of an infant. And
of an infant.
The descriptions,
bro.
I don't remember who, because I got a couple buddies who were the same thing. And I'm getting chills.
Dude,
I got goosebumps right now talking about
that. That is a mental fucking disorder.
And that goes back to the thing we're talking about. My little thing is because when I worked for Homeland, part of my thing was hunting those pieces of shit.
Yeah.
The Sound of Freedom. The massage girl I used to be involved with. We were watching that and I had to stop it 5 or 6 times. Literally, sitting talking about it.
Yeah.
Dude, no. Just no.
Right.
If that's the way, then I don't need to be on this world.
No, and that's the thing. It's
about it,
that type of shit. That type of shit. And we're going in that direction. That's the problem, is we're going in that direction. I don't even want to get into it. I don't even want to get into it. Anyways.
It's insane. Yeah, it hits me. I got goosebumps. I tear up thinking about it.
I already know, man. It's fucked up. But let's go ahead and end this session. We'll have another one, and we'll talk a little bit deeper about other stuff. But you got
when the world cools down some.
Yeah, man. You got, do you want anybody to reach out to you? You got an Instagram or Facebook or anything where people can reach you if they want to?
Yeah, anybody's into strongman, around here, especially in Oregon, it's starting to dwindle out.
Yeah.
There's a group up north that kills it, but down in the southern part, starting to dwindle. It's a _strong_ Marcus on Instagram. Facebook, it's just my name, but I think most of my stuff's blocked because, I have some work stuff on there and I keep that private from the world.
Okay, yeah, you don't need that one then.
You know what the cancel culture is?
Right.
But, yeah, it's just, the biggest thing is, I think everybody needs to get in the fucking gym.
Yeah.
Mark Bell, strength is never a weakness, but I think, honestly, that's why I love training women so much. But when it comes down to everything, is I think everything can be solved by in the gym because you have those problems that suck.
Yeah.
And it's you get embarrassed by what you can't do. So there's 2 ways. Either you quit and now you have to deal with that failure of never trying.
Yep.
Or you find a way to get better.
Right. You work harder.
But I think that transfers in everything.
Yeah, it does. It does. That's a good, because discipline.
Yeah.
Discipline is everything.
It's all discipline.
Yep.
And steak.
Right? And eggs. Thanks, bro.
All right, brother.